Hey, it's Edge here, and today we're taking another look at Bitcoin price action. So today I'm going to show you a couple of different Elliott Wave counts and what has been happening here in a couple of last days. So let's get some levels up in here. So these are again naked point of controls. We can check these out later. We've seen that we've gone across a few of them and already used them or tapped them, so they're not usable anymore as they're not naked ones. They're point of control still, could be some kind of levels, but I usually just like to use naked point of controls and naked session point of controls. Then we have the dailies and weeklies, of course monthlies as well, and then we have the range from the current high of 28th of March brought to current price. Then what I like to use is another set of confirmation or confidence is use anchored VWAPs from the lows or pivot points that seem to be somewhat usable or somewhat relevant to the price history of this Bitcoin. So let's actually check out what happened after last video. So obviously at the last video we have made some claims, and we were thinking about this count. We were thinking about saying that this is again A, B, it came right into the expanded B pocket, and then 5 waves up to the C. Now this is how I currently have it labeled. I think I shifted this a bit as I wanted to create another count where I had this 1, 2 here and another 1, 2 here, allowing it to go further up as it did. This here is again another expanded flat down to 4, using way more time than the second, which creates some kind of alteration to these corrections. After that we have some kind of impulse move up to the 5th, and at that point around the 42.6k I had my shorts taken here. And again, this was area where we had mentioned the naked point of controls plus the daily. This is a significant area of support, resistance. We also had this what is this called? Fibonacci extension of 1.618, but this is a bit lower. So again, we hadn't got a confluence on this exact level, but we had it above it. The 0.382 of this whole wave 3 move, starting from the highs of April 4th, bringing it down to the 12th of April, we get the 382 down around the 42.11k area, and that is where the most of the wave 4s are ending. Now this came almost to the point of 0.5 fib or 50% retracement of this move, which is usually where I usually am starting to look for some other possibilities. Again, it didn't quite get there, but it was close. We also had this anchored VWAP from the highs of 28th of March around this general area. Again, we didn't come up to that, which is good, because I would have needed to get another count going on as an alternate, because that's how I roll with these fibs. But again, we hit the naked point of control daily and wicked above it, and then started going down. I deleted that naked point of control because I'm not going to use that anymore. Still going to leave the daily there though. So as we were coming down, we actually hit a naked session point of control, and we front run it here, got a small bump higher, and just came through crashing down. Not much to say about it. At that point we also established on the 21st, was that yesterday I think, we established another naked point of control here, which is going to be another level of resistance at later dates. Now as the price came down even further, we tapped this naked point of control from around the 19th of April. Again, we tapped it, got a small bounce back, but again didn't get to go further up. It was just a small bounce and then started heading down again. And at around this area here, where we were coming back for another retest of that same level, we actually rejected. And instead of the support we had here, a small support, we actually backtest that and start heading down more, which is really typical for these levels of retests. Now as we came down again, we had few levels that we were interested in. This daily again, that we came through here, and before the previous retest here, we actually bounced off this daily that was like, how much is that? 0.03% off the suggested mark. So yeah, these are significant levels. After that, again, the bounce back or bounce down now, we took another hit to the daily, bounced higher and then came through. At that point we have currently been battling with this another level here, the next level that was the naked session point of control, and another daily here. So we can already take this negative session point of control out as it has been tapped. Another confluence for this area here is again that daily here. That is an old daily that has been tested multiple times though, but it adds more confluence to these. So again, this range point of control around 40,400 ish, and the range value area low is right where this dump ended, right here at 39.14, and that is the current low, and that is how we got down here. Now that being said, what are we going to look for next? Well, we have these two Elliott Wave counts, and one is saying that this whole structure has ended down here at the 18th of April, and the other one saying that we're going down further. So let's take a closer look at this one that I have presented here. So currently we have this marked as the 4th up here, and it looks like we're getting some kind of impulsive structure downwards and then small bump up. Now this is only getting, I'm not even sure if this is getting to 382. No, it's not, which is really unusual for wave 2s to get so shallow retracement. Again, that would be the same thing even for a zigzag, but more so for a wave 2. Usually wave 2s are where things are still in the trend we previously had. So in this case we would be still looking for down more, but again the previous trend was up here, so we would be looking some kind of higher targets. Now could this still be a part of a B wave or wave 2, I mean? So B wave, with B wave I mean something like this. Yeah, it could be. The 1.618 of this retracement from the lows here to the highs here at 40.8k around there. The 1.618, which is usually the invalidation point at which we are currently standing for the B wave would be around 38.94k. At that point of that area, we have another naked point of control and another naked session point of control, giving us kind of significant area as well. So at least some kind of bounce should be happening here. Now, is it coming down here just now? I'm not sure. But if it does, there is likely scenario that this is no longer a B wave and it is not part of this structure, or this structure is not going to be happening. So this is again suggesting something like this. And where are we expecting the wave C coming to? Well, right here, golden pocket. But that being said, there is another scenario. Again, if we are saying that this could be wave 1 already done here, and this would be wave 2, we would be expecting lower targets. Now, are we expecting, or what kind of targets are we expecting? Well, normally the wave 3 is at the 1.618 level. At this point, that would remain around 35k. Now, the retracement for wave 2 is so shallow that it makes this whole thing really, really bearish. It almost looks like that wave 1 is extended compared to, say, previous structures. It looks like it is same length currently that wave 5 had here for the third of what is this? Minuet, right? Yeah. So wave 1 could be the one wave that is actually extended. Now wave 3 doesn't need to be extended if this is so, and we would definitely not be looking at 1.618 targets here. So it is kind of hard to say where this is ending. Currently, if we are saying again that wave 2 is here, this looks like that a lower degree wave structure is here, 1, 2, and this could be 3, some kind of a sideways move before the 5th. Now the thing here is again that wave 4 just can't go to the wave 1 area whenever the wave 3 ends. Now this most likely would need to come down a bit lower to be able to have this for some kind of room, as currently it just can't move much. And again, wave 4 would be retracing the move of third wave. Okay, so that is basically this scenario. Another scenario we had was that what if the wave 5 is actually done? Actually, I haven't labeled it down here. Let's label that fast. Again, this would say that 1, 2, this would be 3, 4, and this would be 5th. Now this last leg again is really wonky. It does not really look like a 5-way move, but it could be. The wave, these do not overlap, and if they did, I guess you could be forcing some kind of diagonal into here, which would be another really weird looking structure. Something like this. It doesn't look good either. But whatever the case is, we are saying that here around the 18th of April low, this structure we had all the way from the start, from the 28th highs, is ended. At that point, we're looking for something new here. We had previously labeled this as an impulse wave, so that is something that we could use. Again, invalidation for this one is down here at 38k 450-ish. Why is that? Well, wave 2 can never go beyond the wave or start of wave 1, That is definitely one of the rules. At this point we would be looking for something like this, ABC. Now something that I really don't like about this count though is that wave 2 is super deep, if it actually is wave 2. Usually if the wave count or if the structure goes below the golden pocket, it's definitely a sign of weakness, and definitely need to be looking at alternate counts if that is going on. And we have alternate count, so that is fine. But again, if we are looking this as an ABC, we can be, let's see what we can be targeting. We're taking again extension tool from the highs to the lows of A to highs of B and projecting it downwards. Let's change the color. And well, the minimum target again would be 38.8k exactly, and looks like we are just about coming down maybe. But again, that would be the minimum target. I would be accepting this as a three-way structure with the C wave being 61.8% of the A wave. At that point I would think that this actually could be done and valid. However, as a real sign of weakness, this is gone so much deeper than the golden pocket. Again, should be looked for alternatives. Check out some volume here. Does this support the count? Well, there is some volume, but is it relatively different from the previous? Not really. It is actually pretty much the same. We can see this is the moving average on volume. You can basically just plot it down on the settings here. Volume moving average is pretty useful to see these things, and there's definitely not much here. Sure, there's some peaks, but there's some peaks here as well. Nothing unusual about it. RSI, we already have a divergence between the A and C, and we'll see if the C stops around here, and if we can get this divergence in play. But yeah, I think those are the basic things that I wanted to show to you today. And if you have, again, some coins you would like me to analyze, let me know down in the comment section below. I have some queue on that at the moment, as I haven't had too much time. Most likely I have more time to analyze some more coins during the weekend. But again, this is my update on Bitcoin, and thanks for watching, and see you on the next one. Bye bye.